is Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I'm going to be using Jen Hadfield's DIY home papers to do this layout. I am going to start with putting down some glitter. I use this Dilution stencil and some Liquitex gel matte medium, and I have this gold glitter I picked up at Tuesday morning. It's called Vintage Sparkle. I'm going to put that on top of the gel matte medium, and what I do is I take a piece of just regular copy paper and I put it over the top of that and just gently press, and that will press the glitter into the gel matte medium so you don't get too much flaking. You will still get the flaking of the glitter, but not as bad. Right here I'm going to go ahead and do it on the other side, and I do it crooked. The lines don't match up. I should have waited for the other one to dry, the first side to dry and just continue on, but I didn't. I wanted to put it down. I did it early in the morning and then left for work so that when I got home it would be dry. So in the end, most of this work that I just did there is covered up. So I'm going to use this aqua colored paper. It has white dots on it. I'm going to use that on the bottom of my page. And then I am going to use I use 3 different cut aparts. And there is also a page that is part of this collection, and it has a bunch of words on it, and I cut those words out, which I use those as well. I do ink the edges of everything with this Prima chalk ink. This chalk ink is the Old Rose. It's one of my favorite colors that I have of the Prima chalk inks. I'm going to use this T-square ruler to get those straight-ish. See, as you can see there, not a whole lot of that glitter is showing, so it wasn't a waste of time really. It gives a little bit of a pop, but it's not really what I had envisioned. What I was thinking is that I wanted this gold glitter to go on the right side of the page, and I wanted to use that same stencil to cut out pieces of a different paper and put it on the right side in the same pattern, only it was going to be patterned paper, not some type of media. And because I messed up putting the glitter line on there straight, it just went in a totally different direction than what I had planned. So these stickers, I don't know what they are called. They came out with the Jen Hadfield line. Right here I have this tissue paper. You see I had sprinkled some foam, some sea foam, and some Heidi Swapp blush on it to give it a little bit of color on it. You can't even see it, so it was really a waste of time. I pleated that up, and I'm going to put that behind my photo. So you see where the splatters are. I do a little bit more. You can't really see it. There's a little bit on the edges. You can see it doesn't really add much, but it also doesn't really take anything away either. I'm going to back this photo on this animal print paper that is part of the Jen Hadfield line as well. I have several of the papers that have the animal print on them. I'm not sure how I'm going to use those. See, on the back of it was words. I'm not sure how I'm going to use those. I don't care for animal print, and there are probably like 4 different pages that have that. I'm going to go ahead and put my title down here. It's just a reminder. This is a picture of myself at my first communion. Now the picture's it's old. Well, actually this is a reprinted picture, but the original picture that I had scanned, it had marks on it. So that's not from anything I did. That's just, it's old. And the title is just a reminder. And what had started this layout, or what made me want to do this layout, was I went home for a visit in May, and I don't get to go home very often, and I don't get to see my family very often. And when I was there, one of my sisters said something to me, and it made me mad, and so I was a jerk back to her, and it was stupid. I don't get to see them very often. I'm really gonna spend that time arguing, and I was just like, Becky, you know what, you need to be nice. Who cares if, someone aggravates you? It doesn't matter. You need to be nice. And that's what really had started me wanting to do this. I just want to remind myself not to be a jerk if someone's a jerk to you, just let it go. It's not worth the effort to argue. And then sometimes things get said and you can't take those back. You just can't take it back. So yeah, just kind of a reminder. Be nice. Be nice, Becky. So I'm going to trim down this other card. It says, wherever you go, go with all your heart. And I'm just putting all these reminding words and positive type sayings down onto this page. The flowers that I put down, the one at the bottom right was fussy cut, as was that one at the top of that card that says wherever you go. That was fussy cut. But then the flower at the bottom of the picture and at the top left of the page, those were die cuts from this collection. And where that one at the bottom of the picture is sitting right now, you'll see in the final pictures it gets moved over, because I don't know if you can see it, but there's that gap between the gold glitter, and I didn't like that showing, so I ended up scooting that over a little bit. Over there on the bottom left, I had fussy cut out a white flower in the leaves, and I just put it right there on that card. And that flower that ends up underneath that work hard and listen, that is a fussy cut flower as well. So it has been a month since we had this little spat, and I still feel absolutely terrible about it. And I haven't called. I haven't called her to be like, I'm sorry, but I need to, because I think I would feel better. Even though she started it, right? So I am still inking the edges. I'm going to put the rest of these words down, and I am going to pull out some sequins and scatter those around the page a little bit. And then I do some splatters in Heidi Swap Color Shine in Seafoam and also in blush. So that's all I'm going to do to the layout. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.